Welcome everyone to the Alpha Lambda Delta induction ceremony for all new members at IUPUI and Purdue University. We are thrilled that so many of you are here, 2 big chapters. And so we wanted to do a ceremony just special just for IUPUI and Purdue. So thank you for being here. My name is Eileen Merberg and I'm the Executive Director of Alpha Lambda Delta. We are based in Rochester, New York, in the Western New York area where I am right now on a beautiful warm-ish sunny day, and co-facilitating with me this afternoon are your 2 chapter advisors, Susan Huffman and Lisa Rook. So I'm going to have them introduce themselves. Susan, do you want to start?
Okay. Yes, I'm Susan Huffman. I'm the advisor at Purdue University, where I am an associate director of university residences for those of you who know our campus. And I've been advising our chapter for over 30 years, and I'm a past national president of Alpha Lambda Delta.
Lisa, before you go, I'm going to mute everyone again and then go ahead and unmute yourself.
Hi, I'm Lisa Rook. I'm the Director of Academic Affairs in the Honors College at IUPUI. I've been the ALD advisor for 23 years, I believe. And I was previously on the National Council for 13 years, first as an at-large member and then as Vice President of Chapter Relations and Expansion.
Great. 2 ALD All-Stars and Rock Stars with us today. So thank you for being here. So we are going to get started, and let me give you a little idea of what we'll cover today. The ceremonies, when we do them online, usually last about 30 minutes. So that's what you can expect for this afternoon. We're going to go through the ritual process of our induction ceremony so that you'll all individually be inducted. I'm going to show just a brief video from our National Council welcoming you. It's about 4 minutes long. We're going to talk a little bit about the chapter benefits, not only nationally, but locally. You'll hear again from Susan and Lisa about how to get involved at your local chapter, and then we'll close it up. So that is our ceremony for this afternoon, and we're going to get started. Alpha Lambda Delta honors high academic achievement in the first year of college. The purpose of the organization is to encourage superior academic achievement among students in their first year in institutions of higher education, to promote intelligent living and a continued high standard of learning. ALD assists students in recognizing and developing meaningful goals for their roles in society.
Alpha Lambda Delta was founded as an honor society in 1924 at the University of Illinois by the Dean of Women, Mariah Leonard. It soon became a national organization as chapters were established at Purdue University in 1926 and DePaul University in 1927. Growth of the society has continued with almost 400 chapters recognized.
These candidates who are now presented for induction have attained the high standard required by Alpha Lambda Delta and are worthy to be recognized by both their institution and ALD for their notable achievement in scholarship.
We are here to inform the inductees concerning our organization, and we're going to ask you to take the pledge to make the best possible use of your education. The initials of our names stand for the Greek words Alleloi Lampedia Diadocesin, which stands for the motto, "We shall pass our torches on one to another."
The insignia of Alpha Lambda Delta represents a lighted candle. The golden base of the candle signifies honesty and integrity, which are the foundation on which we build. The shaft of our candle signifies strength and courage. The light of our candle signifies truth and wisdom, which can dispel ignorance and superstition and give us the insight to live well in our time.
The red represents the burning flame of knowledge. The white represents the search for truth. The gold represents the strong base of honor. These, our 3 colors, symbolize the standards held by members of Alpha Lambda Delta.
Your education is the means by which you learn to recognize the wonders of science, to appreciate the beauty of great literature and art, to use well your own language, to learn the lessons of past history, to speak and read the languages of others, to study the social and political forces of our world, and to discuss the thought and the philosophy of other ages. Through these means, you can evaluate the forces and standards of your generation and learn to live significantly.
We now wish to induct individually the students who have earned the privilege of becoming members of your institution's chapter of Alpha Lambda Delta. We ask everyone to please mute yourselves, turn your mics off. But wherever you are, if you're alone or with people, you can feel free to think aloud or say aloud the pledge for Alpha Lambda Delta. The pledge is, I accept membership into National Alpha Lambda Delta, understanding that in doing so, I assume the responsibility of continuing to maintain its standards of service, of diligence, and of integrity. I pledge to promote high scholarship and to use my education for the benefit of my community, my nation, and the world in which we live. Okay, so we are now going to share all the names of the inductees, and I'm going to ask that when you see your name, please type in the chat box your response to the pledge by typing I accept.
started your induction into Alpha Lambda Delta on the 18th day of March, 2021. Congratulations. May you find in the years ahead the rewards of the educated person: imagination, adventure, humor, compassion, and understanding. May you have acceptance in your dealings with all persons, generosity in giving to those in need, and insight into the feelings of others. In relating your education to the world in which you live, you can make a meaningful contribution to society.
Congratulations, everyone. I normally go through just one song when I show the names, but due to two very large chapters, we went through 3 songs, so that's great. Okay, so I'm going to just take a second to switch over to the video. As I mentioned, we're going to watch a fairly brief 4-minute video from our National Council welcoming you to the organization.
Congratulations, new members of Alpha Lambda Delta.
Welcome to our organization, and congratulations on your hard work this past semester. It's truly paid off.
Congratulations on your induction into Alpha Lambda Delta.
Hello, and congratulations on your academic achievement. May today be the beginning of your journey with Alpha Lambda Delta.
We are here today, first and foremost, to celebrate your accomplishments, what you have been able to do as individuals. So I'd like to speak to a couple of you in the room. Typically, in my induction ceremonies here at Western, students typically fall in 2 buckets. I don't want to generalize or overgeneralize, but allow me to speak to at least 2 audiences, and some of you may fall out inside the margins here. First, a lot of you graduate high school with all the expectations in the world that you are going to do tremendously well in college, and that's outstanding. I hope you feel validated. You should. All the accomplishments, all the hard work you did in high school, all of that led and prepared you for college success. And today, you're here because you've earned that. I'd also like to talk to the students who may have been a little bit more like me, who college sounded great coming out of high school, but I doubted myself. I doubted my ability. I wasn't sure if I could stand alongside other college students and earn the same grades as them. And overall, just scared of failure. Let's be a little bit honest. But guess what? You're in here with all the other folks that have those high expectations for themselves. And nobody's experience is better or worse than the others, but I hope you take a moment to appreciate that. You are exactly where you belong. You're in the room. You made it. You're here for a reason.
Induction into ALD is a noteworthy accomplishment. Not only have you earned membership in this preeminent honor society, but you did it during what is arguably the hardest year of college. First, I work with hundreds of first-year students every year. I impress upon each of them the importance of community, finding purpose. I explain the value of mentors, professional development, and service to their local communities. Your home chapter will provide you with all these things and more. I have little doubt that membership in ALD will be the first of many accomplishments and accolades earned on your path to graduation.
Get involved with your chapter. Explore the leadership opportunities offered. Also take some time to explore the variety of resources on the Alpha Lambda Delta website. Seek out opportunities that will allow you to build on your skills and ones that will allow you to give back to the community. Take full advantage of your membership in this National Academic Honor Society. Congratulations on your achievement.
You have joined an amazing honor society, and kudos to you for all that you've accomplished so far in your college career. Alpha Lambda Delta, or we like to call it ALD, is filled with some amazing opportunities just for you, so make sure to get involved.
I hope you take the time to learn about what the national organization and, more importantly, what your chapter has to offer. Participate. Connect with others from different disciplines that share a common level of intellectual curiosity. Engage. Participate in a service project, whether it be assisting others in their first year transition or a community campus service project. Give back. Lead. Get involved with your chapter by sharing your ideas, your talents, and your skills. Inspire. Consider taking on a chapter leadership role. Participate in ALD webinars and develop those leadership skills that will serve you well beyond graduation in your personal and professional life. You have a fire inside you, and now is the time to shine. Congratulations, and welcome to Alpha Lambda Delta.
Congratulations. Welcome to the Alpha Lambda Delta family.
Welcome to our organization, and again, congratulations.
I am going to turn it over to Susan and Lisa for just a minute to talk about how students might get their membership certificate and PIN. That's one of the many benefits, is you get a custom-made certificate with your name on it and a PIN. So Susan, do you want to mention how they'll receive it?
Sure. We're still trying to make some of those decisions, because for those of you who don't know already, we have a record number of 945 new inductees for our chapter. So congratulations to all of you for setting that bar so high. We've not ever been anywhere close to that number of new initiates. And as you all know, you're also being inducted into Phi Eta Sigma. So you will get a certificate from that organization as well, and a pen. And you'll also get a t-shirt from our local chapter. So we are working hard with our Student Activities and Organizations Office to meet all of the COVID requirements, so that we can have several different distribution times and places for you to come and get your certificates and pins and t-shirts. And we will be notifying you in the Zoom that's going to be following this Zoom a little bit more about that, and you'll get more information on email as well.
Great.
And IUPUI members, we will send out an email letting you know when the initiation packets are ready for pickup. We'll wait on the Phi Eta Sigma certificates and pins to arrive, and then the officers and I will put the packets together, and you'll be able to pick them up at the front desk of the Honors College in the basement of the library. And I'll give you specific dates for that. For anyone who's not on campus, we will hold on to those until the fall when you're back with us.
Great. Sounds good. Okay, I'm going to switch over again to our website and just mention a couple things real quick. So there is a lot of information on our website, a lot of resources we think really helpful, useful tips for staying academically successful, continuing academic success, getting engaged, and a lot of national opportunities for leadership and career development. So I'm going to highlight just a few of those. Our main page is nationalald.org. So this is our homepage, nationalald.org. And the first thing I want to mention is our scholarship program. And so we offer 3 scholarships, TRO, STEMLR, and graduate fellowships. TRO and STEMLR, you need to work with Susan and Lisa on that. Be in touch if you're interested in applying next year. Graduate fellowships are graduate scholarships for graduate school that you can apply for the rest of your life. So in 20 years, you want to go to grad school, you can apply for an Alpha Lambda Delta fellowship. And the other thing I wanted to mention on this page is a link to external scholarships, the ones that are offered nationally, internationally, but they're all looking for high achieving students who could be very eligible for a number of other scholarships. So there might be some interesting resources for you there. ALD Perks is a fairly unique Alpha Lambda Delta program that offers you discounts and perks from all over the country and Canada. 302,000 different things, from pizza and restaurants to oil changes and some wellness and theme parks when they open. So it's an app on your phone. You do need to opt into it. It's a free benefit for membership. You do need to opt in by registering there for the ALD Perks program. And 2 more things real quick is our leadership development program. This is a leadership certificate program. You have the option of, again, you do need to enroll in it free for membership, with membership. And it's a series of leadership mini courses that take maybe 30, 45 minutes to take. There are 12 of them to choose from. And if you complete 10 out of 12, you'll be issued a national ALD LEAD certified certificate. So they each have engaging speakers and really great resources for developing your leadership skills. And the last thing is our career conversations. The series for this program just ended, but we have all the recordings are available. So these were a series of live interviews with very successful alumni, that Alpha Lambda Delta alumni that are very successful in their fields. And we focused on what their major was as an undergrad and what career and fields they went into related to their major. And so these are the ones that just took place in the fall and spring, and these are all recordings. So check these out. And there's a really cool, like this guy works for Amazon and Kristen works for YouTube. So just some really interesting conversations, and then some tips, career tips that we post on our social media that you can check out. And speaking of social media, the next thing I wanted to mention is that we would love a follow on social media. We are on Instagram, of course, Facebook, Twitter. We do have a pretty growing YouTube channel, and of course, LinkedIn. Susan mentioned record-breaking numbers for Purdue, and IUPUI numbers went way up this year as well. So they're both really big chapters. For Purdue, because it was so dramatic, the increase, we did just do a social post the other day. I don't know if you saw it, Susan. We just made special note of that on Instagram the other day. And then at some point this afternoon, tonight, there'll be another post welcoming based on this ceremony, welcoming all of you to Alpha Lambda Delta. So check out those posts and give us a follow on Instagram. We'd appreciate it. Okay, so lots of ways to get involved. I'm going to, I think IUPUI's photo collage is next, but Lisa, I don't know if you want to say anything about them or certainly about how to get involved, but this is some of the great things IUPUI is doing. And do you want to mention anything? Are you guys gathering together after this?
Yes, we are. I just put the link in the chat. But you'll see some photos here that we submitted. Our officer retreat in the top left corner out at the Eagles Hideaway near Eagle Creek Park is the beginning of every fall semester. Below that is our big event for the entire campus that we sponsor. It's the Sam Strong Dance in memory of one of our former members who passed away from brain cancer. And we donate all the proceeds to St. Jude, where he received his treatment. And then every winter, we go to a Pacers game and we pay for that. So you'll see about 60 of us here at the last Pacers game that we attended. And then we have a holiday project through the community service office at IUPUI, where we adopt families in the community and go shopping and then come back and have lunch and then wrap all the gifts and have a party. And at the top right, that was our last initiation ceremony that we had in person. We usually get about 800 people there all together, so we really miss doing that. And then below that is just a fun picture of some of the officers at the retreat.
That's a big
and
picture.
That's a picture of the former initiation ceremony, as well as one of the cakes that we get made for the ceremony every year.
Yum. Great. Okay. And then the last. Might want to grab your phones or take a screenshot of this so that you can get more information. This is your handles. Okay. Great. Purdue, are you also having a gathering after where you sent out a link already?
Yes, we are having a brief gathering after this on a new Zoom link that we did send out to everyone a couple of times this week. This slide shows some of last year's officers with the Order of the Torch banner. Both IUPUI and Purdue have been award-winning chapters and have won the Order of the Torch in the past several years. It's an award like a Chapter of a Year award, and it only goes to maybe 5 chapters in the country. And we won it last year and can only win it once every 4 years. So that's the middle slide. And then we've had several all-member meetings on Zoom this year. We usually have those in person, and we hope we'll be able to have those in person next year.
These are meetings.
Yeah, these are showing some of our Zoom meetings this year. We've had meetings about writing resumes and interviewing tips, and we've had meetings about scholarships, both national and local scholarships, and how to put your best foot forward to apply for those and to ask people to recommend you for the scholarships. So yes, we've had some very nice educational meetings. This year, the officers went out and bought toys for a family at Christmas time, and that we donated to an underprivileged organization. That's the middle slide. And then we also had a work session where we put the certificates in envelopes. And as you can see, we're all wearing our masks very diligently in a year of COVID.
Very good. Well, thank you so much. That does conclude our ceremony. We do hope you get involved in your chapter, and you each have Zoom meetings. Check your email, but also in the chat for IUPUI, and a separate one for Purdue to join together as a chapter as we wrap this up. Anything more, Susan and Lisa, you want to mention?
Just thank you all for attending.
Yes, this is a great turnout. Yeah, thank you so much, and have fun at your next meeting. Thank you, Susan and Lisa, for facilitating this afternoon, and have a good evening, everyone.
Thank you.